Hey guys, what's up? Angle with my very first Path of Exile2 Arc Spark Mana Stacking Stormweaver Theorycraft, and I'm really excited for this build because the Ascendencies got all revealed and now also the Stormweaver, and we have some really great support for our mana rod. We're gonna have some Force of Will where we're gonna get more increased effect of our Arcane Surge. Per maximum mana, we have constant Arcane Surge, we also have Strike Twice. Also, our two main spells are Spark and Arc. We're gonna use Spark for the multi-target and Arc for your single target. When you start, you don't have to cast and shock them yet, so you need to cast your Arc manually at your single target, but when you're gonna get your cast and shock, your Arc gonna get cast through your Spark. And we also have some nice additional support gems like Wild Shard and also Lightning Penetration, added lightning damage, faster casting, multiple projectiles, but I will come to that later. And in addition to the amazing Stormweaver Ascendency for our Sorceress, we also have the Archmage buff that will give us 5% of lightning damage per 100 maximum mana, so we can really scale heavy amounts of lightning damage through our maximum mana. And thanks to the Mind Over Matter, all of our damage is taken from mana before our life, so it is also really good to stack our mana to get our defensive layers up. And also thanks to the node Arcane Intensity, we're gonna get a 3% increase spell damage per 100 maximum mana. So as you can see, we have many great interactions with our mana stacking and our defensive as also our offensive layers. For the people that don't know who I am, and I'm a Diablo 4 English content creator that made builds for Diablo 4 before I started content creating and streaming. I also played POE 1 for like 8 to 10,000 hours, and I'm so excited for Path of Exile 2, and I also want to shift my focus from Diablo 4 to POE 2 because that's the game I'm waiting since it got announced. If you want to support me on my journey to POE 2 now, please leave a like and a sub if you like this video, and if you want to follow me and if you want to support me. And also because it's my first POE 2 build Theorycraft, and it's kind of different of Diablo 4 because it has way more depth. Please also give me feedback. Big thanks to the POE content creator Alli that I checked out the recent days, that will also play a ball lightning arc Stormweaver build, and I took inspirations of her build. I will also post down her build in my descriptions. And also please post in the comments down below which class and which build you're gonna play on the Alexa, and if you're also excited as I am. So I talked about the real basics about the builds. We have Open Mind, which will increase our mana generation rate by 25%. We also have Mana Bloom and Mana Blessing that will further increase our maximum mana. We also have Raw Mana and also like Arcane Intensity that will even boost our damage when we stack our mana. So we have great potentials with the mana regeneration stacks, and I will do another video when I'm actually playing and I can explain some details in game. And for our affixes, we want to max our maximum mana, our intelligence, and also our energy shield, because we're also going to play with energy shield. So in the first few levels and acts, we also need to focus on some max life because we need to ramp up our max life in the first place, and we also need to get Mind Over Matter in the first place. So for the beginning, max out some max life, but also start ramping up your mana, your energy shield, and also your intelligence. So for affix on your gear, as I said, just take your int, max life, max mana, and the basic things like getting your resistance to max. So now for the skills, which things we're gonna take. So first of all, we're gonna play with Spark and with Arc. Arc will be our kinda single target spell, and Spark will be our multi-clear, but I will plan to play Arc with the newly introduced cast and shock that we have on our Sorceress. So we're gonna cast a spell when we shock our enemies, and because of the many abilities that will let us cast our Spark faster and will get more projectiles, we can maybe ramp up our shocks so fast that we're gonna cast many arcs and also gonna do more single target damage. So for Spark, I'm planning to go for Overcharge, which will do 50% increase effect of shock. We have 50% less shock duration on enemies, but keep in mind, we're gonna have to strike twice from our Stormweaver Ascendencies. We can apply 2 instances of our shock at the same time because we're gonna cast so many of our sparks and kill the enemies so fast. This shouldn't be a problem, I hope. Also, we're gonna have the faster casting as our second slot, which we're gonna have 20% cast speed, but only take this if you don't have mana problems. If you have mana problems, take inspiration where your supported skills have 40% less cost. Just take whatever you need. If you don't have enough mana, take inspiration, otherwise take faster casting. Also, we're gonna have pierce, so our Spark can pierce additional targets, and we also have the new wild shard support. So Spark has a 20% chance to fire 8 additional projectiles in a circle. That could be really wild and could be really cool to fast ramp up our arc. And because of the spider antics that I got from POE1, we're gonna have so many spiders. It will be really cool. We're gonna feel like Ron from Harry Potter 2. And also for your last support, get your lightning exposure, because with the lightning exposure we're gonna inflict the lightning exposure, but our skills deal 25% less damage. So with your arc, if you still don't have cast and shock, just take whatever skill that fits in the best for your arc, and always cast it on a single target when you're fighting a boss or a single target. Also for your arc supports, go for added lightning damage, so we're gonna get more lightning damage, so we're gonna boost the single target of this build. Also get chain, because the more times we chain, we're also gonna do more damage, which is really great for our arc. And for our next support, get elemental focus. Elemental focus will do more damage. We cannot inflict ailments with our arc. I will test this out how it will feel, and then I will also give you guys an update. And for your last game, take lightning penetration, so we're gonna penetrate 20% of the lightning resistance. You can also take some crit strike or some other lightning boost instead of your elemental focus. So in addition, we got some other skills, but I didn't get that many support skills for it yet, because I still need to finish the last support skills of this build. And I will also switch this around when I'm playing, because right now I don't have a feeling for the supports for the buffs like Grim Feast, where we're gonna recover energy shield, and also voltaic mark is really nice, where we can mark our enemies, and then we have 50% increased chance to shock our enemies, and also our shock have 30% increased effect. We also want to get blasphemy with our conduction, so our skills have a 100% increased chance of shock. If you still don't have enough energy, just take your conduction on its own and cast them on the enemies. If you're able to fit in with your energy, take blasphemy. I would consider this to take in the last spot, so beforehand get your other supports like cast and shock, which will also reserve enough energy. It's more like a quality of life feature, so you don't have always to cast your conduction. Also, we're gonna get Sigil of Power. With Sigil of Power, we're gonna place a sigil beneath us, which will greatly boost our spell damage, and we're also gonna enhance this with clarity, so we're gonna have 20% increased mana regeneration while we have the support skill active. If we have enough energy from our blasphemy and conduction, you can also take clarity in your blasphemy and conduction. As I said, I still need to finish the support skills, and as I said, we're also gonna get Archmage. I will also finish the support skills of them. I think maybe for the beginning you don't want to have that many supports of your buffs, because each of your support will also reserve more of your spirit. Then I even have skill 3 that you can also fit in whatever you like, and also maybe you will get some Arctic armor for some defense, but our main defense will be stacking mana and also stacking energy shield. So let's talk about our Ascendency. As we're gonna go for the Stormweaver, we're gonna get our strike tries for the first part. Because we only have lightning spell gems, we don't really need Shape of Storms. If you know it better, please correct me and write it in the comments down below. I appreciate every feedback. But since then we don't take Shape of Storms, after that don't get constant gales. We have a constant arcane surge, so we're gonna get 10% more cast speed and also 20% more mana regeneration, and after that get Force of Will, so we're gonna get 1% increase or effect of Arcane Surge per 15% maximum mana, which is really strong, as we're gonna go for our mind over matter, so it will also be our most important defensive layer. And for your last 2 points, either go for a Tempest Caller or Scouring Wind. So I still don't know how good our crit chance will be in the first place and how good it will be in the beginning. So I don't know if Tempest Caller is the right skill. Maybe also go for Scouring Winds, because we're gonna posture our enemies with our skills. We're gonna get even more damage through that. We're gonna get an additional 20%. But as I said, I will test it out, which is better, Tempest Call or Scouring Winds. So for our skill tree, I have a pretty finished one. As I said, I still have some unidentified nodes, so I left some nodes out here. First of all, start the right route and go for maximum energy shield and maximum mana. Then take pure energy for more maximum energy shield and intelligence. Also take open mind for more Mana regeneration rate also increases cast speed from spell haste, and also raw destruction for more increased spell damage, and also go for critical overload for more crit chance for spells, but maybe take this as one of your last notables, because yeah, at the beginning we don't have that crazy crit chance to crit that often. Then go for mana blessing for more maximum mana and also increase maximum mana. Also go for damping shield, so we're gonna have even more maximum energy shield. As I said, energy shield and mana will be our main source of flair, but in the beginning still stack some life. Then we're gonna head up the north, then take Arcane Blossom for my increased mana recovery rate. There's also Mana Bloom for my increased maximum mana. Then take your way up to your Mind Over Matter, and then take Mind Over Matter. If you have enough mana yet, maybe you want to get more mana first. If you still don't have enough mana to also cast your spells, don't take Mind Over Matter. After that, go for calibration, as we're gonna get more maximum energy shield and also more maximum mana. We also have to have a buffer here, but keep in mind, only take this if you're really confident in your max mana and also in your energy shield to be reliant as your defensive layers, and you don't need a maximum life, so it's more for a later choice. After that, go for a refocus. So the cool thing about refocus is we're gonna have a chance to start our energy shield recharge after we cast a skill, so this is really good. After that, go for the left round and take some increase to maximum energy shield and also maximum to Illyris, and also take 3% increase life, mana and energy shield, and also energy shield as your stun threshold. And also for the next part, only the Whispers of Doom, if you already have 2 curses, also take this for the later rounds or if you need it. And then also get electric amplification, so we're gonna penetrate even more lightning resistance, and we also gonna have increased lightning exposure effect. Let's also go for pure power, so we're gonna stack our intelligence and we're gonna get more lightning damage to more intelligence we're gonna stack. Right now this is an undiscovered node. I think this will be also a really good lightning node, so keep in mind that you will also take this for your next round. Go to the patient barrier, so we're gonna get up to 60% more maximum energy shield, and also go for the raw mana, so you're gonna have increased maximum mana, but only if you don't have any problems with your mana cost of your skills. So keep in mind, only take raw mana if you have enough mana yet. And then also take Arcane Intensities. With that we're gonna get 3% increased spell damage per 100 maximum mana, and because we're stacking our mana, this will be really good. And for your next nodes, go down here for Inner Faith for more increased maximum energy shield, as also increased evasion rating. And we also want to have the psychic fragmentation. So the cool part is we have up to 25% chance for spell skills to fire 2 additional projectiles. This is really amazing with our spark to cast even more projectiles. And also go for CI, but only if you're kind in the endgame and have really high amounts of energy shield and you don't even need your life. So yeah, take this in the end game, and after that you can start and take your choices. If you want it, you can also get your unknown notable back down here for more increased maximum energy shield, also mana regeneration node, more increased intelligence. You can also start to get this in the beginning of your passive skill tree, and then just look around for some yet unidentified nodes. If you can find some cool lightning interactions, as I said, I will update this charplaner or maybe POB when they're gonna finish it. I will also maybe bring out different steps for the beginning, then the mid and the late game when the video drops, so you also have a choice and you can also choose for the different style. And one last tip, the priority of your notable choices: always gonna stack your defenses, so maximum energy shield as also your maximum mana first after you got your Mind Over Matter, and then start to take your damage nodes. So I hope I could show you a really cool Theorycraft build. As I said, it is still work in progress. Also, again, thanks to alli, which also gave me a huge inspiration on crafting and building this build. So also post down in the comments below what you're gonna play for the POE 2 early access launch. And also, if you like this video, please leave a like and a sub, would boost our channel tremendously and I would appreciate it a lot. And until the next video, bye.